you guys doing? Pretty good? Yeah! I'm doing good. It's good to be here in Burbank. Last night I was playing a club in the other B city, Barstow. Apparently Barstow is an old Indian word, means need a place to pee between LA and Las Vegas. Well, the reason for this place is the first thing you say on your way to Vegas, guess we'll stop in Barstow and use the bathroom. Comedy's great, man. You play a lot of places, you get to travel a lot. I was in Salt Lake City. There are 3 million people in the entire state of Utah. I live in the San Fernando Valley on top of a hill. I look out, I see 3 million people in my backyard. But out of 3 million people, only 7 of them are black, and they play for the Utah Jazz. So they knew I was the comedian. I got on a plane at LAX. Flight attendant said to me, "Oh, you must be the comedian." Put me up in a hotel in downtown Salt Lake where, the ball players stay when they play the Jazz. Yeah, kids come from all over the city. They run up to every tall black guy in the lobby. "Mister, autograph?" They run up to me and they go, "Oh, you must be the comedian." Oh man, but it's good to be here. I was in Colorado for a while, right after pot became legal, which was pretty cool. I don't partake. I smoked pot once for about 7 years. Yeah, I smoked it way back in the day, for those of you old enough, when a 4-finger ounce, you could roll 120 joints, Unfortunately, it took 123 joints to get you high. It was cheap, but it wasn't good, Man, yeah, that was something. We used to get high and just trip on the fact that, someday, man, pot might be legal, Right? Of course, we didn't believe it because we were high at the time. Who would ever do that? My kids, man, they always want to know about my drug history, and I say, "Oh, nope, I didn't do any drugs back in the day. You got those birth defects from your mother." One time my son called me though, he wanted to know, "Dad, what did you do back in the day?" I'm like, "I didn't do anything, I don't know. You didn't smoke any pot or anything?" And I'm like, I went right down the middle. I'm like, if I tell him yes, he might do it. If I tell him no, he might think Dad's a square. I'm going to do it anyway. So I just said, son, I really don't remember. He said, "Man, you don't remember because you did that much pot?" It's nice to come back home, when you're out traveling, come back to LA. This year, I missed the rainy season. We got a hell of a lot of rain, and I was gone all that time, which was kind of cool to miss it all. But the cool thing about being in LA when it rains is that when it rains, it's got to be the only place in the entire country where weather people cut into the newscast to let you know it's raining. What do you think about it? It's raining, yeah. It could be the end of the world. North Korea could be bombing us. They would cut right into it, We're 7 minutes out until that missile lands, but we got a special report coming in from our weatherman who's standing outside in the parking lot. "John, what's going on out there?" "Well, Bob, if you look around me, on top of the cars, on top of the trees, on top of my head, it is raining." We'll have more on this when we get over to Storm Central. Right now, let's get back to you in Armageddon. And it's never enough to say it's raining. They send camera crews to different locations to let you know it's raining, This is Larry. I'm out here in Long Beach. If you can pan down, you see I'm standing in 2 inches of water. Let's go to Sally out in Palmdale. Hi, I'm on the 14 freeway. We've got cars behind us. They got their windshield wipers on. It's a good indication it's raining out here in Palmdale. Let's go to Bob in Santa Monica. This is Bob in Santa Monica. It's not raining here yet, but we've got gray clouds moving in from the north. When it starts to rain here, we're going to interrupt whatever it is that you're watching on TV. Let you know it's raining in Santa Monica. Crazy. I was down in Miami, man. When they get rain, they get hurricanes, Women chain themselves to trees to do the forecast. Our guys taking a 14-mile-per-hour Santa Ana wind, they, to show some degree of difficulty, they have to lean into it. I'm out here in Ontario, we got a Santa Ana kicking up, and it's an ugly one, folks. And leaves are being blown off of trees. Newspapers blowing down the I got sand in my eye. You don't want any part of this, folks. Stay home. And they make a ton of money. And I found that Fritz Coleman makes like over $2 million a year to do the weather. I want that job. They can pay me like $1 million. Because I'm only show up twice a year. First time around, April and May. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Stan Sellers with the Southern California weather forecast for the next 6 months. Gonna be sunny. Okay, a cloud or two might move into the area, but eventually it'll move out, and when it does, gonna be sunny. Show up again around October, November. Stan Sellers with the 6-month forecast. Might rain. Might rain a little, might rain a lot. But eventually the rain will stop, the clouds move out, and when they do, gonna be sunny. I'm gonna name the earthquakes too, like they name hurricanes. Yeah, I'm gonna name the earthquakes. Last night, Southern California was rocked by a 3.9 earthquake entitled, what the fuck was that? Followed by a stronger jolt a half an hour later entitled, oh shit. I went home to Washington, D.C. for a couple of weeks. Anybody from D.C.? Just thought I'd check. Checked in on my grandmother. Actually, I didn't check on my grandmother because my grandmother died. She was 97, passed away, yeah. According to her, she'd been dying for the last 3 decades. Every time I went home, she told me, you know, I might not be here when you come back. I said, Grandma, where you going? She said, man upstairs might call me. I said, Grandma, I thought you were dating the man down the hall. This guy upstairs. My grandmother was 97. You know, 97 you figure, all right, you're going to die. You know, I knew she was going to live to be old. She had an old name. Her name was Mabel. You know Mabels are going to be old. They don't get prom dates, you know. Guys are like, no. Can't do it. No. I'll wait till you get around 50 or so. Or when you start coming into your own. Yeah, it's a trip, though. I'm dating now. I was married for 22 years, which is 44 in LA. Traffic. Anybody married? Round of applause for the married people. All right. Congratulations. Yeah, I was married for 22. You ever notice how we applaud longevity, you know, especially in marriages? You know, you find some 25 years, well, that's great. That's like silver anniversary. Yeah, congratulations. But you know, if we talked about marriages like we do cars, at 25 years, you'd be going, wow, man, when you gonna get rid of that piece of shit? Ooh, it's been giving you problems for the last 10 years. You ought to get you a new model. Oh, man. Yeah, but we also have sympathy for people who've been married a long time, you know? For instance, like you hear a guy killed his wife, you think, oh, that is horrible. Then you find out they've been married for 25 years, and you think, whoa, he waited that long? She probably had it coming. I have friends who don't want to get married, you know, they say they don't want to make love to the same woman for the rest of their lives. You know what married guys always say about that? A lot of different ways you can cook chicken. They are. They all taste like chicken, though. So I am dating. Yeah, dating is great, man. It's a new world, you know. It's, you know, people always say, you know, you meet women wherever you go. Well, for a while, I was just going to the grocery store, to church, and dropping my kids off at school. So I didn't want to meet anybody at my kids' school because I didn't like some of the kids. You know, I couldn't meet anybody at church because I'm competing with a guy who walks on water. It's like, hey, what can you do, Stan? Boil it? You know? Yep. Didn't want to meet women at the grocery store because sometimes I didn't like what they had in their cart. You know, it's like sleeping pills, flowers, and wine. No, I might have issues there. You know? So yeah, I'm dating a black woman. Woo! Yeah. How often do you hear black men say that these days? Man, I was surprised. You sure? Really? All right, okay. So I was dating a lady who happened to be white, you know, and I took her home, D.C. She met my mom. My mom was surprised, you know, and she's like, "You didn't tell me your girlfriend was white." I said, "Yes, I did." She said, "No, you didn't." I said, "Yes, I did. I told you she was from Wisconsin." Yep. But I'm a dad. I've got 2 kids named Experiment and Thesis. Yep, I've got 2 kids, man. It took 6 years to make the first one. Yeah, it got so frustrating at one point the doctor told me my wife and I should make love every night. I said, "Doc, you better give me a note. My wife will never believe that." Named my son Miles Stanley after 2 people I admire. Me and Miles Davis. Yeah. It was either that or Magic Jesus. My wife had no sense of humor. Miles is an easy name to spell and pronounce, you know. I got some friends, man, you know, black people, we can mess up some names, you know. I had a friend who named his kid Bob. He spelled it B-O-B-W-J-Z-B-Y. How you get Bob out of that? He said everything but B-O-B is silent. Yeah, but you know the trend now is to add a D apostrophe in front of a regular name. You know, like you had a kid named Miles. You know, people with D apostrophes, D Miles, you know, D Tyrone, D Robert. You wonder how these things get started. I have a theory. I think these were the words spoken by a mother to a police officer when they knocked on her door and told her son had just been arrested for shoplifting, and she said, "Did Robert do that?" Please don't swear. I didn't know there was a D in front of Robert. Man, my daughter came out, boy. She was gorgeous. She was beautiful, pretty hair, long hair, and pretty eyes. Yep. So I named her Mabel. She's 22. She ain't had a date yet. You guys have been great. Enjoy your headliner. Thanks a lot.